EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And a short pickup down inside the 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. But fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked, going the other way.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Back to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. He'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That's caught. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Commanders. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga, on the tackle. The drive will start on the ground. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Right back to him on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They bring the tight end in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Let's go. Warriors 70.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
19 Lions.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead,
that one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now they'll set up to throw. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Here's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Come on, set. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line. Back to 60, back to 60. Let's go.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Good defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. In for the 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead is cut to 16. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. Asante Samuel that time, all over him in coverage. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, 18, Pioneer. Here we go, shot.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Go street.
Shaheed in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
60 by 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Yep. Ready. Dragon 60, 19 Lion. Street. Hut, hut.
Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shaheed in motion. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Cup 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 tight. Hey, smash.
Shaheed in motion.
Chap 60.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that
he is in. Touchdown, Washington. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
70 range. Go. 79 Bronco. Go.
Back to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, Not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer.
He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, Washington. The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will add one more onto their big lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now, faking the give. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here we go, set. Track at 60. 19 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play. It stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 79 Bronco. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Ready. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And this rough outing, it just continues to get worse. It just seems like as the game gone on, Mike, it just continues to unravel. They just can't sustain any sort of offense turning the ball over at this rate.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, L.A. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. He'll drop to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Here's Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cardinal, 18
They'll
Cardinal.
send their tight end left. There's that man again. Another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Lion.
Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Street, ready. Go, Reed, go. Check go.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Check. Ready.
They'll go again with Hall. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run it with Hall. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They were stopped on second down, now third and goal from the 1. Dotson, the man in motion. That one, taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point try forthcoming.
The kicker on for the extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Commanders stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll air one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sanderstill.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, shot. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Going for it all. He's got it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
And he'll take it on in. Jared Wiley, touchdown Chargers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The extra point is good. And the Chargers cut into the lead a little bit.
Chargers 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard. The Commanders set to kick this one away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. On the run, here's Hall. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. This one is caught by Dotson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Come on. 18, pioneer. Hey, check that. Street.
Throwing now from the gun. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. This is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a marker down in the backfield. And they're already heading back.
Cougar 19. Let's go. Warrior 70. Ready.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Commanders. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. And more of the same. Another interception. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now whistles here and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Commanders are able to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the